Hello, this is Spiritually Awakened Princess, and I am doing the reading for Aquarius in January 2018. Usually I have my cards like set out and ready to go, but I'm doing it a little different since it's a whole new year, and the video might be a little longer than my average 11-12 minute video. So get some popcorn or whatever you like, Snickers, fruit, what do you call it? Some steak and potatoes, or if you're vegetarian, I guess some veggies or some fruit. I already said fruit, but Aquarius, January 2018. You guys, here we go. Wow. What a Debbie Downer that is. Okay. Well, I didn't expect this to come out. 8 of Cups. Walking away from something. Moving on to something positive. Going into the light. Walking away as far as like breaking up with someone or getting a divorce. Ending some relationships that no longer serve you, or that you just feel uncomfortable with, or you feel like it's just not working. You're finally going and moving away from those relationships that don't benefit you or even benefit the person in any way whatsoever. Okay? It might also go the other way around, where the person might be walking away from you, but this is the card that came up for yourself. So somebody's walking away from a person or something, but mainly it's someone. Okay, you guys are walking away from a situation that has been kind of, I wouldn't even say in limbo, but trying to work things out, but it's just been a roller coaster. Okay, you guys are finally like, you know what, okay, it's not really working out, so therefore I'm just like, I'm kind of over it. I'm done. I'm going to see what else is out there. And that's where you guys are at. Aquarius, January 2018. Now the Prince of Wands came out for someone else or some other sign earlier. So it kind of means that you're going back into... Now this is leading you to the Prince of Wands, which is someone that is a little bit erratic, but at the same time you're very passionate. So after you're done with walking away, you end up being passionate either about work or about like who you cherish in your life so far. Okay? You don't really try to focus on what just happened. You try to just move swiftly into a different direction, even though you're facing this direction and then that's facing you, but then again you're kind of walking diagonal away from it and doing your best to not think about the situation and just doing your best to move on. And that's what you do. I mean, that is what you're going to do. Okay, that's what you're going to do. Now there's some hope. You guys have a lot of hope and even feeling like you're blessed. I don't like using blessed because, you know, not everybody's religious, but you feel like, you know, positive things are finally going to happen after this transition. Okay? Now, let me explain more about the Prince of Wands, because the Prince of Wands is almost like a co-leader. Not a leader, but a co. Like a co-captain, co-coach, co-leader. So someone that is kind of like, okay, I'm going to lead by my words and people are going to take me seriously. But at the same time, your actions are swift and I wouldn't say erratic, but it's very swift and fast and very temporary. So yet you might say something and it's like, oh, okay, I'm going to do this today. And then later on you're like, shoot, I should have done this today, but I did not. So you're like, you say something and you mean it at the time, but then it just becomes temporary and just, carries on into the next day. I'm going to try to... Okay, now you guys see that? Because the sun is like... You see that effect? Yeah, the sun is like killing the card right now. But the star, very hopeful. Very optimistic, okay? You guys are optimistic about what else is out there. What else you can benefit from as far as the relationships that you do have. And new ones coming in even, okay? So you feel like there's still glimmers of brightness in your life, okay? Even though the Eight of Cups is like, I wouldn't even say the ruling card. Usually the ruling card is on top of these, which will be the number one card that I'll pull out later. But this is the starter card. So that's the beginning of how your year is going to end up. Kind of just like walking away from maybe even one relationship that was a main one. Like a romantic relationship or something that was like, this is like a continuation of what you guys were dealing with. If you see my other video, which is the December 2017, it's like the complicated relationship happened and it, trying to make things work. But now you're walking away from a relationship. Either it's the one that was complicated or it could be one that just has been on the back burner that you're finally walking away from. All right, the Princess of Swords. So, the Princess of Swords reminds me of this very nice person. Is also a very optimistic type of person as well. Someone that says something, but it's not always mean. But when they say something, they mean it. And people do take that into consideration. But at the same time, it's very approachable. It's an approachable person. Very liked person. Okay? But at the same time, kind of like on the serious note, I wouldn't say this person is always funny or always, because I feel like, especially if you're going through something so dramatic, it's not always going to be a joyous time. But at the same time, you're going to be okay. You'll be fine. Like, it's not going to kill your world. It's something that's been waiting to happen for the longest time, but you finally had the courage to either leave this person or leave this situation, or it might be vice versa where they are leaving you. But you will be able to figure it out. You'll be fine because you'll be focused on making that money. Seven of Pentacles, okay? You'll be focusing on growing the money. You'll be focusing on just overall trying to take heed when it comes to your finances and money situation, because, when you don't focus on love so much, you end up focusing on something else that benefits you. Meaning I apologize, I was interrupted, but for the Aquarius people out there, they are going to gradually make sure that their money is coming in, okay? You might even get news, because sometimes the Princess of Wands, or not the Princess of Wands, but the Princess of Swords, is like swift and fast news coming your way. Immaturely sometimes. And it might get to the point where you guys will start making money because of it. One of my good friends, she called me. So I'm like, oh, well, it interrupted the video. I like my videos not being interrupted, but it seems to happen, and I don't want to edit videos like a lot of the not the new YouTubers, but like the famous YouTubers. They're always editing. I just want it to be real and natural. And now, the Princess of Pentacles it's at the top, okay? So, I don't know if you guys see this card here. It's like a little pregnant woman there. But it doesn't always mean pregnancy. It's kind of like the beginning. It's like the beginning of finally making some good money. And something that could even be long term. And there goes another interruption, my dogs. So it's like one thing after the other. And usually the Princess of Pentacles is someone that is not always good with saving their money, but at the same time they feel like they put it to good use with their finances and what have you. But it's better off to save. I feel like in January, you guys are not going to be saving as much. You're going to be doing more spending because you feel like you need to not think about what has happened in the Eight of Cups, like going away from someone, divorcing someone, breaking up with someone, or them doing vice versa to you. And so therefore, you're trying to find ways to fill that with like maybe some fun. Maybe like going to a nice lavish restaurant, maybe just spending time with friends and family. So therefore it might be you're making money, but at the same time you might be spending some of your money as well instead of saving it for other things. Okay. Now let's see what's going on as far as like the romantic cards. Aquarius, January 2018. Aquarius. And it says free yourself. I don't know if you see that on the side. Free yourself from what has happened, okay? You might want to just focus on yourself right now instead of thinking about this right here. Thinking about the breakup, the divorce, a situation where you had to leave. It's better off to completely move on and completely take control of your life again, okay? It's possible. You can do it. It doesn't always mean that you have to block it out of your mind, but yet at the same time, don't make it to the point where it's ruling your lifestyle or it's ruling anything that you're trying to do in life. So all the way on the side here, next to the star, the hopeful card, the optimistic card, there's going to be a reconciliation happening. So once you let go of one person, somebody else is going to come back in your life. If you see here, I don't know if you can see the card, it's kind of too bright right there. But it says here, someone from your past is returning to your life. Okay? So as soon as you let go of one person or one situation that's just been lingering on for too long, somebody else comes into the picture for you. Okay? And this is all happening within January. I feel like it might even go past February or like gradually go into February with this soulmate coming in, with this other person that you have known before coming back into your life, Aquarius. And also, it's telling you to retreat. So as soon as you get your little money's worth, it's telling you to completely not shut yourself off from the world, but kind of disconnect yourself from maybe social media, maybe the news, TV, what have you. You want to just completely shut all the craziness out and be able to go out like this couple is here. Or go out with a friend, go out by yourself and just enjoy life as is and stop focusing on what happens within the chaos of TV today or news today or what's happening in the world. Just focus on yourself and try to get things together. And maybe even with this person coming back into your life, you might be able to retreat with that person. But, I recommend that you take things slow. Now, it's funny because another one here, past life relationship. You have known each other before. So I'm going to say that this person that was in your past life, you known each other before. So there was a reason why you guys were connected in the first place, okay? There's a reason why this person has came up. Okay. And it also might mean that this Princess of Swords person right here doesn't always have to be a woman. It could be a man with those attributes. Which the attributes are, like I said, someone that is definitely swift with their words. They don't always say something rude or mean. Or unless, I guess, they feel like they're maybe attacked in some sort of way. And, what they say is kind of like, I wouldn't say immature, but some of the things they say is like, oh, well, okay. It sounds like something a teenager would say, and maybe not so much an adult would say. I'm trying to say it in a nice way. I'm not trying to insult anybody. That's just me. I guess I, try to be polite about these things. But I feel like it's really related to this down here. You have known this person that you're walking away from. Now somebody else is coming into your life that you're reconciliating with. If that's a word. I hope that is. All right. And above all else, you have to love yourself first, okay? So take this time in 2018 to truly get that together. Truly love yourself 100%. Or should I say 1000%? Above and beyond. Because you are definitely worth everyone's time. Including your family members, including your friends, including loved ones, romantic relationships, what have you. You're worth everyone's time, okay? Don't feel like that you're just wasting someone's time. Don't feel like, oh, well, this person doesn't want me, blah, blah, blah. Everything happens for a reason, okay? So, trying to fix these cards. So don't feel bad about anything. Go after what you want, okay? And at the same time, this person, whoever's coming back in your life, it might benefit you. We'll see in February, but we'll see where that's going. While you walk away from one relationship to another relationship. It's kind of coming full circle. So after one relationship is done, you're kind of moving yourself gradually into another one. I'm going to put another card in the middle here. Okay. And this reminds me of the attributes of the Prince of Wands. Because the Prince of Wands, when something crazy happens, and they feel like they're betrayed, they become erratic, they become even, I wouldn't say psycho, but they have those attributes, okay? And it's very close to it. Deception and envy, okay? I feel like the person that you dealt with or walked away from, or they walked away from you, there was some sort of deception and envy within that relationship. Somebody was not telling you the truth, or you were not telling the truth in the relationship, and it kind of went awry. It didn't go your way. Okay? And we don't want this to happen to the reconciliation as well. Because there's a possibility that whoever you're reconciling with, or trying to, or somebody is coming back into your life, they might be the ones that are deceiving you. So I'm going to figure this out for you before I turn this off, because I don't want to leave you in mystery, like, oh wait, well, like, which one is deceiving me, or which one are you talking about? So let's see if I can pull out a card. Aquarius, December 2000, not December. I said December. Aquarius, December. I said December again. Aquarius, January 2018. I don't know why I'm stuck on December. It's probably because I'm doing this in December. But yeah, this is for January 2018. So that's why I kept on saying December. It says take a chance on love. So even though maybe this person that's coming back into your life has deceived you before, or maybe somebody was envious of the relationship that you guys had, or maybe vice versa. Maybe they were with somebody at that time. Maybe you were still with that person when they were trying to get with you, and maybe they were envious. But make sure to give that person a chance, a proper chance to sweep you off your feet or just love you. Okay? It says take a chance on love. When we start to love, our lives are changed forever. So dropping one relationship and going on to the other one might be the best option for you. Make sure that your heart is fully open and that you take the chance 100%. Just be aware of what is happening around you. Also use your intuition, okay? Don't fall head over heels too fast, because an experience with Aquarius, it doesn't always work in your benefit. So take things slow. Even, try to get to know somebody away from the world, without all the politics and without all the craziness that is happening. And just be in the moment. Be in the moment. Don't be afraid. All right, that's it, Aquarius, for January 2018. And I'm going to get off of here. Make sure to subscribe and look at my other videos. I don't just do readings. I have, videos about several things. So check it out, subscribe, and bye.